Breaking news right now, D.C. Council votes to approve plans for the RFK Stadium deal in a 9-3 vote.
It's a day that many have been waiting for. It sets the stage for the Commanders to come back to D.C. in 2030. Our Mariel Carbone has been following the story. She joins us live from outside the Wilson Building in D.C.
And Mariel, obviously we're talking about a $4 billion deal. That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. It's a lot of money. And we know this is the largest private investment in a D.C. project in the district's history. But before we break it all down, I kind of want to just highlight the excitement around this deal and this vote today from council members, community members that were here, and the mayor. After the vote was taken, there was a big round of applause in the hearing room. And then we heard rounds of applause breaking out on different levels of the Wilson Building. So much excitement. This deal, it was really a quick turnaround. Just a few months from when the mayor introduced it back in April to today's first vote on this deal. And council members have really been working throughout that time to make it better. And most of them that voted for this today saying they did just that, adding more value and benefits for D.C. residents. So back to breaking down that deal. Again, a $4 billion deal. We know that the Commanders are paying $2.7 billion to build this stadium and other components of it. District taxpayers on the hook for about $1 billion of that. We are talking about a 65,000 seat roofed stadium, residential space, up to 6,000 residential units, with 1,800 of that affordable. There will be parking garages, green space, a sportsplex, and so much more to this. Now, over this initial proposal, from then to now, we've seen some improvements, as I mentioned, from council members. We're now looking at a $50 million community benefits agreement. That will include up to $20 million for a youth sports academy, money for a grocery store subsidy, money for tickets and events for people here in the community. There's also now a $600 million transit fund. That was a big win for some council members. And again, tax revenue now coming back to the district from parking, retail, food, beverage, higher environmental commitments, all of that made over the last couple months. Again, council members really celebrating this deal today, especially Ward 7 council member Wendell Felder, who says this is a huge deal for Ward 7 residents who he says have been looked over for decades. Take a listen to what he had to say.
Ward 7 has not seen its fair share by bringing the Washington Commanders home and redeveloping the 180 acres of RFK that will really jumpstart our economy, bring in the types of businesses that neighbors so long deserve, the housing.
Moving more quickly than we ever have on a stadium deal and spending more is not a good recipe for this city. So I'm going to make sure if we pass something or if I vote yes, that it is in the best interest of the city, and that's not where it is right now.
All right, that second council member you heard from there, council member Robert White, he was one of the 3 no votes on this. The others, Brianna Doe and Matt Fruman. Today, Robert White putting forward 4 different amendments that he wanted to see in order to get to a yes on this. None of them passed today, but there was some interest in one of his amendments, and that was around putting stricter penalties in place for the team if they do not deliver on the dates they've promised for development. So that is actually something you may see some changes made to over the next 2 months, because yes, we got to first vote today. Yes, this passed, but this still requires a second vote for it to be final. That will happen on September 17th. So the 3 no's, maybe they get to a yes by then. But again, that is set for September 17th. We'll bring more information coming up in our 5 o'clock hour. But for now, that is the latest as we follow this historic vote here from the Wilson Building. Reporting live, I'm Mariel Carbone, DC News Now.
All right, Mariel, thank you. Tense moments in Potomac. 6 people, including 2 children, had to be rescued after their cars got stuck in dangerous flooding. It happened on Bradley Road near Cabin John Creek. Now, fire crews say that they originally came for just 1 car that was stuck, but found another submerged in the water. An 8-year-old was standing on the roof of the car while a woman and a 2-year-old were trapped inside. They managed to be rescued. The 2 will have much more on the story coming up in 10 minutes.
And to Carroll County, a community in mourning. Deadly flash floods swept through the Mount Airy area yesterday. Police say a teenage boy was swept away into a drainage pipe at an apartment complex.
And that's where we find DC News Now's Randy Bass with more details and the emotional reaction from neighbors. Randy.
Yes, rapidly rising floodwaters here behind the Watersville apartment complex in Mount Airy. Those floodwaters sending a 13-year-old boy into this drainage pipe here behind that complex, where first responders say they worked tirelessly to get him out, but it was already too late. Flowers now sit on top of that drainage pipe where the 13-year-old, a recent student at nearby Mount Airy Middle School, was trapped in floodwater and couldn't get out. Weather reports say Mount Airy got between 4 and 5 inches of rain. Neighbors we talked to still rattled the morning after tragedy struck.
This kind of thing is going to be shocking no matter where it takes place, but when it's right around the corner from where you live, it's doubly shocking.
Mount Airy police and fire crews, along with the Carroll County Sheriff's Office, all responding to Watersville Drive just before 5:30 p.m. in very heavy rain Thursday. Police saying it went from a rescue operation to a recovery. Now the community is sorting through fresh, heavy emotions.
It's really traumatic. You know, it's going to take a long time probably to sort it all out. Personally, when we were walking down here, it's like I could feel the sadness, and then when we came back up again, I'm feeling a lot right now.
The principal at Mount Airy Middle School sharing this message Friday, saying in part, "I am writing with sadness to inform you that a recently enrolled student at Mount Airy Middle passed away yesterday in an accident related to the heavy storms in our community. Our thoughts and sympathies are with his family and friends." Now, Mount Airy Middle School also telling us there are counselors available for any students who may need support. We also reached out today to the Mount Airy Police Department. They tell us the investigation is still ongoing for now, and they plan to put out a release with more information on Saturday. In Mount Airy, I'm Randy Bass, DC News Now.
All right, Randy Bass, thank you. Let's head over to meteorologist Damon Madsen with a first look at our forecast.
And Damon, flooding somehow has just become kind of what we've been dealing with a lot in this DMV region.
Yeah, and we definitely don't like to hear any of those kind of stories at all, because that's the danger of this flooding that unfortunately we have been dealing with at times, and it can turn into quite the dangerous situation. And yes, parts of the DMV were slammed yesterday by that extremely heavy rainfall. There you have it around the Potomac area, that 3 to 3.5 inches of rain in some parts, closer to 2.5, and then it was that stripe of just intense rain that would not move along I-70 from eastern Frederick County through the Mount Airy area back over toward the Baltimore Metro that caused all of those problems yesterday. Now, the rest of the DMV, that rainfall was just broken up enough that there weren't any other major issues, but you can see how localized and damaging that flooding can be. Now, the good news is we are not dealing with anything like that here today. As a matter of fact, it's been the total opposite. Yes, clouds have been hanging about. It continues to be overcast as we head on into the evening time, but rainfall, there has not been much of it here today. Just some light drizzle here and there. That's all we are going to see as we head into the overnight hours, and it is a lot cooler, folks. It's going to stay much cooler as we head into the night tonight, and overall this weekend is looking beautiful as the weather will cooperate for us. Now, how long can this cooler, quieter weather stick with us? We'll have your full forecast coming up here in just a bit.
All right, Damon, thank you. Today is the third and final day of hearings into the mid-air collision over the Potomac. 67 people died on January 29th when an Army helicopter collided with an American Airlines plane. Well, today experts told the NTSB that 2 Army pilots would have had difficulty spotting the plane while wearing night vision goggles. Specifically, it would have been harder to see the colored lights on the plane, and the goggles limited the pilots' peripheral vision as they flew near Reagan National. Experts saying that another challenge was distinguishing the plane from lights on the ground shortly before the collision, and the pilots may not have known where to look for a plane that was landing on a secondary runway that most planes don't use. The 2 previous days of testimony highlighted a number of factors that likely contributed to the collision as well, including the helicopter flying higher than it should have, as well as the FAA officials warning for years that helicopter traffic near the airport was too much. A final report from the board is not expected until next year.
And starting tonight, a new juvenile curfew will take effect in D.C. You can see it right here. It covers a large portion of Southwest D.C. We're talking about all the way from the Wharf down to Audi Field, all the way up over to 395 Capitol Street. That is where Nats Park is. Now, kids under the age of 18 cannot be in large groups between 8 p.m. and 11 o'clock all weekend in this area. And this is all due to prevent scenes like this one on your screen. Hundreds of kids, you'll remember, recorded a few months ago in Navy Yard in Southwest Waterfront. Now, just last month, there were reports of kids shooting off fireworks at buildings and cars in the district. And just a reminder, a citywide curfew remains in effect through August 31st for all kids under 18. That starts at 11 p.m. and lasts until 6 a.m. An investigation underway in Prince George's County Police looking for the driver responsible for a deadly hit and run in the Camp Springs neighborhood. The crash happened this morning at about 3:30. Officers were called to Branch Avenue and Othway. This is near Branch Avenue Metro Station. Police found a man they say died at the scene. The driver responsible fled from the scene. Police are still working to learn what caused that crash.
Well, the driver who hit and killed 2 young children walking to school in 2023 has been sentenced. Olga Jimenez will serve 4 months after pleading guilty to failing to stop for a pedestrian in a crosswalk. 5-year-old Sky Sosa and 10-year-old Shalom Imba were walking to Riverdale Elementary on November 2023. Jimenez made a left turn, hitting and killing them both.
The George Mason students, faculty, alumni, and community members gathered for a day of action today.
Whose university? Our university! Whose university? Our university!
And that's the sound of people at the university rallying to protect their rights. It is in response to what they say is political interference from the Trump and Youngkin administrations. The group also rallying in support of GMU's president, the university's first black president. In a closed session board meeting today, leaders discussed the university president's performance.
As it is in our legacy, we will agitate, we will demonstrate, and if need be, we will litigate.
Show up for each other, show up for the staff, the faculty, and the alumni.
We are not going to allow a political agenda to divide us and to drive out one of the greatest leaders we have had at this university.
The Trump administration has launched 4 investigations into the school. Some of that investigation mentions the university's inaction on anti-Semitism and also claims the school discriminated against students based on race and gender.